Let me know if this is familiar. Do you ever find yourself in the drive-thru getting your favorite coffee, telling yourself before you even take that first sip, I shouldn't be spending money right now? I don't know if I can afford this. Do you already feel the guilt of trying to treat yourself and not knowing if it's something that you're actually deserving right now? Let's work on that, okay? So join me today. We're going to talk a little bit about how to shift some of our money mindsets that we might have and how to actually start enjoying the things in life that we should be able to enjoy. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Katy Almstrom. For those of you I don't know, I am a financial coach and owner of The Simplified Budget. So excited to have you here, and I invite you now to subscribe to this channel if you are on a mission in 2021 to get those finances back in order, to feel better about your money, and to feel more confident with your plan moving forward with your money. So like this video if you're excited to dig in, and let's get started. The first one, this is something that I've actually experienced recently, and so I'll give sort of an example of how this has been true for me. But this is the idea of sunk costs. You've already, sunk cost. You've already sunk money, and you're so invested in the thing at this point that it doesn't make sense to you, right, to stop investing money. Like, you are justifying the spending of the money because you want to see it through. You put so much time and effort and money into a thing that you can't stop now, right? And a lot of times this happens with big investments like businesses, partnerships, things like that. And we just, we have a hard time redirecting, turning the cruise ship, right? Completely changing course and stopping that investment because we're already so deep into it. So let me know in the comments if you've ever experienced something like this before, or if this is a brand new concept for you. So let me share how this has shown up for me lately in my own business. I have a platform that I was using for sending out my emails, hosting my courses, and my small products that I have for sale through my business. And I decided overnight, I was looking at it, and I was doing some of my budgeting for my business, and I had this moment of, oh my gosh, all I'm using this for right now is email. Because in 2021, I really changed my whole practice, my whole business model to support one-on-one coaching exclusively. It is what I love to do. I have more time to do it again now that my kids are back in school. Okay, so now I'm paying hundreds of dollars a month to this program that hosts all of my mini courses and my group coaching and all these things, funnels, freebies that I'm not using right now, and I don't plan to use much of during this year. And yet I have put hours and hours and hours of time creating those products, those courses, those sales pages, those funnels, those emails. It was this flash, this moment where I realized, oh my gosh, I don't need to be paying hundreds of dollars a month anymore. I found another email provider. It's like $15 a month, big savings. And there's a lot of things that I would rather do with those hundreds of dollars every month in my business than just hold on to some things that I'm not going to use this year. I'd spent a lot of time getting all these products ready, all these group courses that I've taught, everything is in there, all the emails are loaded, and it felt like if I touch it, it'll break, I have to just keep paying for it. But no, that's not the reality. And it literally hit me like a bolt of lightning this weekend. I've been talking to clients about this, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is me. Like, I need to, pull out of this. I don't need this service anymore. I'm paying for something that is way more than what I actually need. Yes, it served me for a time, but now is the time to completely change directions, and I'm always welcome to go back. So what might an example of this look like in your life? You might have kids who have taken private lessons, or they're on a team for a sport that you've invested a lot of time driving to tournaments or paying for practices or special equipment, whether it's the ballet or the piano or the hockey or whatever it is, and there's nothing wrong with any of those, But is there something in your plan each month that is just sucking up more than you want it to? Is there something that you just keep throwing money at because you feel like you have to continue to invest in it in order to see the returns that you were expecting in the beginning? There's a lot of different examples of what that could look like. It could be, me and my email service provider. It could be a hobby or an interest or something that one of your kids is doing. It might be a house project that you've been working on that is just getting way too expensive for your taste right now, and you just decide to stop. And is that something that you can just say, you know what, enough. We don't need to continue investing here in something that we know isn't serving us, we know isn't what we want anymore. We're allowed to change our minds about things, right? We're allowed to make that change. I hope you will do that if you find that that is the case for you. Okay, what's money all about? It's about numbers and being organized, right? Being good with money? No. No. No amount of math ability or organized envelopes is going to make you a financial success if you aren't focused on what you actually want and have a plan to get there, okay? And being able to articulate what you want and how you're going to get there has nothing to do with good math sense, good number sense, or organization. It doesn't, okay? There's more to the equation than that. And so this idea, I'm not good with money, right? That's a choice that's a choice that you make to tell yourself that, basically, okay? Right, a disdain for numbers, a lack of Excel prowess, that's not gonna keep you from financial freedom either, I promise you, okay? So basically what we need to do is figure out what is actually real for me right now, and what is the story that I'm telling myself. I got on the phone with a woman today, and literally I said, hello, this is Katy, is this so-and-so? And she said, oh my gosh, I suck at money. That was how she opened the call with me, was, oh my gosh, I suck at money. And what I learned from her is that she had a very, very unique, challenging situation that happened to her when she was young. It really caused some financial strain for her. Since then, she has taken care of sort of the financial emergencies that it created in her life. And she has, paid off a whole lot of debt. She told me she has gone into a bank and basically said, give me someone who can teach me about money. I want to learn about money. And she's reached out to me. And so when she says, I suck at money, and then tells me all these things that she's overcome, things that she's done. She's working on building up an emergency fund right now. She has downloaded a budgeting app. She's ready to do this thing. My reaction is, you do not suck at money. You are proving again and again that you are very interested in getting better at money. You're very interested in making good decisions and feeling confident in what you're doing with your money. You do not suck at money. And so it's so easy for us to look at our current situation and say, this is either awesome or this sucks, right? And what we have to do is know which direction we're going in. Are we moving forward? Are we intentionally making progress? Are we taking one step in front of the next? Or are we choosing intentionally to just not care? My guess is that anyone in this group, anyone watching this video, right, you're not just sitting back and not caring. You're not sitting back and saying yep, just let all the crap happen to me, right? You are intentional. You're working hard. You are smart. You are driven. You've had a lot of amazing successes in your life. You've done a lot of incredible things. Money just has not been the focus of it. Whether you weren't raised, with a lot of education around money, a lot of us aren't, or you haven't had the urge to pick up a lot of books about money, that doesn't mean you suck at money. It just means maybe we need to shift our focus. Maybe we need to give it a little bit more attention. Maybe you are, right? You're here, you're listening, you're doing this. So I want us to be very careful about what are we saying to ourselves about our relationship with money and how it's playing out in our lives right now, because sometimes what we say to ourselves is not actually reality. So I think the last thing will be quick here, basically is this idea that saving money is a form of self-care. The reason I say that is because, I, for one, spend a good portion of my life giving giving, right? I was a high school teacher for almost 15 years. I'm a mom of 2. And so when it comes to, like, what did I do for a living? I served. I gave a lot of myself. I felt like there wasn't a whole lot of money to save, right, early on. Once I had kids, things were a little different. I'd paid off my debt and I'd worked on a lot of money mindset issues. But early on, when I was a teacher, right, there was nothing to save. And I was giving or I should reframe that. There was money to save, but I didn't save it. It felt like there was nothing to save. I was giving so much of myself. As money came in, I thought that buying another book, buying another outfit, going on another vacation, going out to dinner, again, like those were all the things that I needed to relax after like a really long day at work. And instead, what I needed was to stop stressing so freaking much about money and put some of that money in the bank, which was going to start to reduce that anxiety and reduce that stress. That process of starting to save up some money, that process of starting to pay off a lot of debt actually gave me so much more fulfillment and pride, I guess. Like I felt so much better about myself when I was saving money and starting to reduce that stress intentionally over and over again, instead of just going out again or buying more clothes or going shopping to feel better. So I got focused, I got intentional on my finances, and that actually made me feel so much better. This idea that saving is self-care, that was really true for me. And I think it's really important that we don't just spend everything as it comes in because we don't know what to do with it, or we're nervous to have money in the bank because we're worried it's going to go to the wrong place, right? Well, guess what? We just spend it by default anyway. Let's start to be more intentional about that. Put some money in savings. That's actually a form of self-care, or we're ensuring that next month when something pops up, the pipes freeze or the water heater goes or the car breaks down, like we're able to take care of it. And that feels good in the moment when we can show up and just deal with whatever is happening and not have to worry about the money to go with it. Okay, everyone, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining. And before you go, please let me know which of these ideas do you want to start implementing today so that things start to feel different for you with your money tomorrow. If you haven't yet joined the year-long challenge, Road to $1 Million, this is my community working on paying off $1 million in debt in 2021. Every single month there's a freebie, a giveaway, and some bonus coaching sessions with me. And so jump in if you would like, grab the freebie for February before the month is over, and I hope to see you in there. You can register by clicking the link in the description below. I'll be back next week, and we'll be wrapping up this month of talking about money mindset and our beliefs and our stories around money. So be sure to join me then. Every Thursday at 11 a.m. there's a new video here, and if you haven't yet subscribed or liked this video, please do so. I really appreciate your support, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye for now.